Hey, everybody. Guess where we're at, Heather?
Where are you at?
We're at the final countdown.
It's the final countdown. Woo! We
Okay.
like that. I mean, everybody gets excited when we get to the final countdown as far as closing is concerned.
I bet we're going to have a couple people say, dang it, y'all got that song stuck in my head for the rest of the day. You're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah.
So we haven't drank too much yet, but my name is Josh Gorsuch here in the Orlando, Florida area. Welcome to Happy Hour Homes. I have the beautiful Heather Curry with me. Hello, Heather.
Thank you, Josh. I'm Heather Curry with Realty One Group here in Northwest Florida and Santa Rosa Beach.
Ooh, love it, love it. So today I'm drinking a lovely mimosa with Florida orange juice. So what you
I
got?
love that. Today, I am drinking the tonic infused with raspberries and a splash of lime. Cheers.
Well, excuse me. Cheers, everybody. Oh, I need another sip. All right, let's get to it. So, Heather, we're at the final countdown. So, bring us back to where we started and to where we're at now and what we're going to chat about today then.
All right, so we discussed from the very beginning what it's like with the buyer's consultation, walking through the financing, getting the appraisal, getting the survey. We went through the inspection, and now we're going to get to the final walkthrough. So I'm going to cover that, and you're going to cover
3 key items at the closing, about 5 to 10 days before closing. Home insurance, the checklist. We're going to go into detail with that, but also utilities. You got to have utilities on, right, to do your business. So,
and you have to buy that insurance if you want to get the loan.
Insurance is so fun. I hate insurance. Hopefully you're not watching.
Especially living in an area that gets hit with hurricanes.
Welcome to Florida. I will start with the checklist. So myself and Heather, we have a little small teams, I guess you can call it, to where we have a transaction coordinator and also an assistant. So what that individual helps us do is focus on you, the clients, and these transaction coordinators and assistants, they help with all the paperwork and checklist. Hey, Josh and Heather, it's 10 days before, make sure these people do this. Or, hey, buyer, make sure you do this paperwork. Here's the title company information. That's a checklist. That's how businesses run on systems very efficiently. We want that for you. So that's what the checklist is.
And it helps us tremendously.
So much. And we love those people that help us.
I love my transaction.
Home insurance is big as well. Even if you're paying cash, a lot of people do forget about that. So please, please, please make sure you start that home insurance search. That's a tongue twister. Home insurance search. There we go. A couple of days beforehand, I would say about 5 to 10 days. Make sure you get a couple quotes. Ask your agent if they have any good connections in the areas. But I would say get a minimum of 3 quotes. But make sure you do that home insurance at least 5 days beforehand so they can do all that binding and make sure they ask any questions. 4-point wind mitigation, anything that it would need. And closing out my side, utilities. If you're on septic and well, great, good for you. Most people are not. You definitely want to get the electricity, the water, if you have gas, you want to go ahead and start setting up your internet. I was thinking of something else. Thank you for that. You can tell I need another drink today. Internet, things like that. So I always ask for the sellers and the agent to provide us a utility sheet. So all that's there, you have their numbers, but please don't wait till the last minute to do that. Some counties around here, they require the buyers to actually have proof of occupancy of that home. So they can't turn on the water until then. So buyers, ask the sellers if they can leave on the water for a couple days after closing. Same thing with electricity. A lot of people really don't mind doing that if it's a couple days, unless it's a couple weeks. But that's always something good to do as well. That's what I do with my clients, just to have a little bit of ease. If you're closing on a Friday, you don't want to have to rush and then not have water and electricity for the weekend.
Yes, absolutely. And sometimes I have found too, to touch on that, is if my buyers, if we give them the name of the homeowner, sometimes the homeowner will supply an account number, and all you got to do is call that company and say, hey, I'm looking to just transfer service. I'm going to be purchasing. This is when we close. And then it kind of makes it a little bit smoother transition as well. So little hint to help you with that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So what would you close the folks out with the walkthrough and things like that, if you want to kind of go over that?
Yeah, so it's always important to do a final walkthrough with any property that you buy, whether you're financing or cash, whatever it may be, just to make sure that everything is in working condition when you did your walkthrough when you went to go put a contract in. So we did touch on inspections, and to touch on the inspection, we do an inspection addendum or a request for repairs from the seller as a buyer. So anyhow, we want to make sure that all of those items that we discussed or negotiated in the contract have actually been completed. So it's important to go ahead and make sure that those things were completed and that everything's just in working condition and working properly so that when you do close, you're a happy camper. So it's important to do that walkthrough. And it always a couple of days. I normally don't like to wait until the very last day or day before. I like to do it generally a couple of days prior to, just to make sure those the repair inspection is complete. Because if something is missing, I want to make sure that there's a little bit of time to go ahead and get in touch with the listing agent just to let her know, hey, or him know that, we found these couple of items weren't complete. Let's go ahead and get those done. And then if another walkthrough needs to be done, we can do that.
Definitely. Good point. I would say never skip a walkthrough, even if it's vacant and no one's even
Yeah.
been in there. There's things that happen. There's hot water heaters that explode. There's ACs that break. I mean, imagine walking into a 95 degree home here in Florida during the summer because it's broken, even though it worked last time we were there. So always, always, always want to do that. If you as the buyer are out of town and can't make that appointment, have your agent go. I always like to FaceTime. We will have you
Yeah.
sign something that says, hey, you were with us via this, you trust us, you asked us any questions. We just want to make sure that you're comfortable when you get in there and actually close on the house, that you're getting what you paid for. So
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I actually had a fellow agent friend of mine. She walked in to do the walkthrough, and there was a big, huge leak that was leaking from the bathroom down below. So they obviously had to get that taken care of prior to closing. So it is so important to have that done. Such
here,
a big, important step.
here's a funny one. I haven't told you this yet. I have a friend in downtown Orlando. She's been in the business 20 plus years. She was representing the buyer. They did the final walkthrough, and there's a little courtyard in the middle of the house, kind of like a fun little outdoor courtyard. The sellers took a tree, like a planted tree, not like a little 3 foot tree, a tree out and took it with them. So
Oh
it's just the
no.
funniest little things that people will do. So make sure you, you just have to laugh at people sometimes, or, what they will take with them.
Yes. A
So,
tree, huh?
a full on tree, I guess it was sentimental,
I
but
bet that was a pretty big hole.
I should have written that in the contract if it was that sentimental. So hopefully you got a laugh.
Tree does not convey,
Which tree? Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
right?
All right, so final walkthrough, utilities, checklist, everything's on the checklist. Home insurance, make sure you get that a couple days beforehand. Walk through with the inspections, have that sheet in hand or on your phone or something like that. You can make sure if it was a decent checklist that you have that and can mark off each section. And then still don't buy any furniture, don't open any lines of credit,
Don't buy a car.
don't buy a car. Just wait till you sign and
Don't
then
open a credit card account.
do your thing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You
Just
will be
wait
shocked.
until closing.
You will be shocked how many times that has hindered people
You
from
will not
buying.
close in
Yes,
most cases if you do
yes,
that. So just wait until you close to make any big purchases. Furniture, cars,
yeah.
any of
Lastly,
that.
enjoy the time that you get while you're signing that paperwork and sign your life away. You are now going to be a homeowner. It is the American dream. Say congratulations to yourself. Take a deep breath. Don't let it be stressful.
It's
Um,
fun.
yeah, just have fun with it.
It is fun.
It's a fun process to own your own property. You're not paying someone to rent where you have all these rules and regulations. So smile, have fun, celebrate, and make sure you also bring your ID cards to the title company so they can know who you are. I've had that happen before. Yeah,
I understand. I
yeah.
understand.
I'm gonna leave them with that unless you got anything further, Miss Heather.
I mean, I think that we covered a good part. So I'm going to say cheers to all those nuggets.
Yes. So this has been our buyer's consult. We kind of went high level with it. If you want any more granular information, any kind of questions with that, you know what to do. Comment below, send us a DM.
Call
Um,
us.
call
need
us,
to.
yeah, text, whatever. We'll put the information here below. Please make sure you go on our YouTube channels and subscribe. And we're going to be going a lot over you as a seller, but also investors. We're going to be looking at how the market's changing every week. We're going to go into different neighborhoods. I mean, we're going to be throwing all that at you. We just want to start with the buyer consult because that's the majority of people that will look online and ask questions, especially since it's all new to them. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
cool. Well, Heather, this has been fun. And I look forward
Likewise,
to
Brand.
hundreds of more videos to where we will still have some really good
Educate and entertain.
education. There we go.
Mhm.
Entertaining, maybe a little bit more so than education, but we have fun while we're doing it. So and this is closing out on the buyer's consult. Thank you all so much for joining us on this series, and we'll see you
Thank
on the
you.
next one. Bye, Heather.
Bye.